Yo, so let me ask you, bro. This shit with the Celtics coach, I gotta switch it up real quick. We gotta touch bases on this real quick. This man, Ime Udoka, Celtics coach, has been suspended the whole year for having an affair with an employee of the company. This shit is crazy to me, bro. Okay. Number one on this, cheating and shit happens all the time, every day. It's ridiculous. I'm not here to condone it. I'm not here to tell people you're going to hell or heaven for it, whatever.
Right.
But what I'm saying was when you try to completely pretty much shred somebody up for something that's so like common. I'm not trying to condone what he did. I'm not trying to say none of that's
Embarrass.
all
He
right.
tried to
They
embarrass.
trying to embarrass this man, and the fact that he's suspended for a year is sacrilegious, bro. It is just unbelievable. Apparently, this alleged woman, was his travel logistics coordinator, handled his arrangements for his hotel stays, and this even like even checked into hotels for like him and his woman, Nia Long.
Right.
And I just feel like they're trying to make this all putting the big quote on it scandal, and they're trying to make an example out of him, man. I just don't think that
Right.
it's that necessary, like he's being portrayed so negatively for this, which he fucked up, and then now you have people and women reporters are outraged, because people are basically saying like, look,
Slander.
this,
The
yeah,
slander.
slander, like you're slandering this woman. Okay, well, listen, I'm not trying to slander nobody on my show, especially not women, because we love our women. Don't get me
Definitely.
wrong, but if he's suspended for a year, from what I understand, she has faced no repercussions. I mean, she's just as guilty as he is. But the
Right.
fact that because he is the head coach of the organization, you already know how that goes. They want his ass. So I just think the whole thing's a shitty situation, bruh, and it's just nasty. But a whole year for that is unbelievable. And the fact that he's gonna miss this year, bruh, that's a good chance that he misses his title window with the Celtics.
Right.
Because by the time he gets back, he might not even have the same players.
Right.
Who knows what's gonna happen in a year? That's a long fucking time.
That's a
So
long
he might
time.
have just fucked himself good on that one, man.
Yeah, definitely. But you got to understand the rules of engagement as well, because you can't be playing with these women and stuff, but we don't even know who this chick was. So how does she get um just no nothing, because it was a consensual relationship. So how can it be so hard on one person and not on the other? If it's zero tolerance, then it's zero tolerance. That means you should be fired. So why would you keep him if she did something wrong as well? So it must have been one of the owner's daughters or something like that or whatever, somebody top priority for her not to get any discipline.
Any type of repercussions, right?
Right. No discipline at all. This and that. We don't even know this lady name. They won't even say the lady name, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you talk about the coach all the time. I don't get it. So, like I say, man, he's of Nigerian descent.
They always gonna blame the brother.
So you already know. You already know.
If you don't
want to
say it, I'll say it.
I don't want to say it. I don't want
I'll
to say it.
God damn it.
But
They always gonna blame the brother.
The man is Nigerian descent, so you already know they're gonna give him the business. They're gonna do the most out of the least thing that he possibly could have did. And the thing is, him and Nia Long are not married. So why should that even matter? They might have an open relationship. They might have an entanglement. What if they have an entanglement? That might be something that they all could have worked out. So how can we say that this is zero tolerance, but you get suspended? then you should have got fired. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's not one or the other. It's oh well, we're gonna go to the fullest extent, but we're not gonna fire you because you're so talented and you've done so much for this organization that we're not gonna fire you, but we're gonna suspend you for a year to teach you a lesson. But you're not gonna say anything to this young woman that's been doing this stuff or whatever, knowing that she signed the same contracts that you signed, just not getting as much, but you're a big name, you know?
I understand. Here's my thing, bro. Yeah, she should have faced something too. I get that. He might not be married to Nia Long, but he's been with her since 2010. They got a 2-year-old son. Reportedly, they're house hunting in Boston prior to this story leaking. That's her man. That's her man. That's his woman. Understandably so. We understand that cheating shit happens. Like you said, you gotta be aware of the rules and this and that. You know, you can't be fucking around. But dude, I think this is so like it's dirty. So it's dirty overblown. Ball. It's so blown. It's so overblown and it's so dirty. And honestly, the only thing I think this man should be slammed or punished for is for going out and sticking his dick in a delicious taco, knowing damn well you got filet mignon at home. Bro, that's Nia Long, bro. Like, what is going?
That's Nia. That's Nia. For
and
real.
Like, you know, they could have an open relationship, all this and that, but it's the embarrassment. It's the story. Like, right. You think she wants to? She can't even go on social media. I bet you she ain't been on social media since all
now
this.
She's embarrassed too. You know, for real. Now
that's what I'm saying. Like,
story. Because if it was anybody else or whatever, I don't think it would have been as big of a story. But
you gotta portray this dude, slam him for the simple. Like, he got caught having an affair,
right.
Dude. Imagine if he would have did something else.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But they said he was doing other stuff, but it's undisclosed. They said he was doing
making like unwanted remarks or proposals or some shit like that. Unwanted passes. It was unwanted passes. So outside of the woman with the affair, I think it was like unwanted passes on another chick or something like that. And
because they didn't say anything.
All
about
that shit's gonna come out now.
But I know
the initial complaints.
Matt Barnes was talking about that stuff too. He was saying stuff like this happened in the league all the time. That's why I say for him to get such a stiff punishment, man, that shit a joke, bro. That's a joke, bro. They trying to get rid of this man. They trying to get him a white coach in there so they can win the title. The same way they did Mark Jackson and put in Steve Kerr. They trying to get somebody that looks like the culture of Boston. He's not the culture of Boston. You feel me? He was an intern pretty much that came in because of Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens looks like the culture. Mm-hmm. He looks like the culture of, and he might have got us in trouble too because they sent him to the front office because he was doing pretty good too. So you bring this man in or whatever just to waste some time to bring in the next man to be the face of Boston, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's no way. And this was internal. This wasn't NBA issued fines, and this was internal. So you could have done something.
Right.
You could have did something. You could have gave him a fine. You could have gave him a warning. But you went all the way to the edge and say, oh, well, you can't be around the Boston Celtics facilities for a year. That's crazy. You might as well just fire me and let me get a job. You feel
me? Right? You'd have one quicker.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I don't even know why he accepted that. But like I say, the embarrassment that they're sending to him, his girl, his kid, like it's too much. I just feel like it's too much for what he's done. Even if he did passes at other people, but it's an NBA culture, you know. People flirt with those people all the time. They 6'8", 6'9". Women gonna be looking at these guys all the time. You feel me? Like for real. You feel like that. Oh, he said something. Oh, I feel offended. Come on now, like it can't be both ways. Either you want him, he denied you. Now you're feeling some type of way. I don't, like I say, it's a double standard, like you said.
Yes, it's the world we live in. But bottom line, that's fucked up.
It is
And
all day.
we had to let loose on that shit. That's bullshit, bro.
It's not cool. It's not cool
If
at all.
if anybody has a different thought on that, please comment. Let us know if you have a different view that we're missing something. Don't get it twisted. We're not trying to be disingenuous to any woman or anybody who may have been caught in this unwanted story breaking. If he did wrongdoing, he should be punished.
Right.
I just don't think the crime
He should be
fit the
fired.
punishment.
He should be all the way
Yeah.
fired. It shouldn't just be a suspension. So it got to be something.
Because
It
they're
got to be
holding that
something
over
else,
him, man.
right?
Yeah, they're holding that.
This
They're
is
holding
an
that over him.
incomplete story. It's an incomplete story.
Yeah, you
I
only
can't
got
wait to
bits and
get to.
pieces.
I can't wait to get to the end of it. I can't wait till he has an interview.
It'll come out sooner or later. Yeah,
Right.
it might
You
take
gotta
some
have an
time, but
interview
it'll come out sooner or
soon.
later. Hopefully the Celtics can bounce back from that, but not looking good for y'all right now, man.
Definitely
Not looking good at all.